Good morning. I'm Tara McMeans. I serve on St. Andrew's Stewardship Committee, and I'm a first-year elder on the session. My family found this justice-focused church in the late 80s while we lived in Pflugerville. Our jobs took us around the state over the next 30 years, and as hard as we looked, nowhere else did we find a church that measured up to St. Andrew's. I'm honored to be with you virtually today, though I'm usually able to worship, learn, and serve here in person since we now live in nearby Georgetown.
Hello, St. Andrews. I'm Beverly Nix, and I began attending St. Andrews in 2015 when I lived in Weir, Texas, east of Georgetown. Since May 2020, I have lived near Ruidoso, New Mexico. I'm 500 miles from St. Andrews and still a member. I'm grateful for and still need St. Andrews as much as I did when I lived in Texas. I'm also a first-year session member and St. Andrews' first remotely based elder. If you are a remote member or visitor, we have that in common. Let me know your thoughts, and let's support St. Andrews' vital work from afar as best we can. Tara and I are coming to you this morning because it's time for St. Andrews' annual stewardship pledge drive.
A helpful definition of stewardship is the careful and responsible overseeing of something of value which has been entrusted to someone's care. We are individually entrusted as stewards to care for our time, our talents, and our resources. As a congregation, we are entrusted with the care of this church that feeds our souls and improves lives through its missions. Our 2024 stewardship theme is Giving as Gratitude, because we are challenging ourselves to become more generous and more careful stewards as a show of gratitude and support for St. Andrew's works.
Like other churches, St. Andrews operates on funds donated by members and friends. We are grateful beyond words for those who pledged last fall towards our 2023's budget, for others who donated over the year, and for all who volunteered their time toward our missions. Their stewardship made all the difference. Pledged dollars go into the general fund, which covers the salaries of our exceptional staff, maintenance of this building, and support for organizations which further St. Andrew's missions. Knowing how much can be expected in the general fund next year is key to creating a sensible budget. After careful deliberation, the Finance Committee expects that a congregational commitment of $515,000 will be needed to cover these expenses mentioned for 2024.
Toward that end, mark your calendar for November 1st, the date we need all our collective pledges submitted. With the pledges we have received by November 1st, the session will set the 2024 budget before the close of this year. We ask that you consider how much you can afford to pledge for 2024 so that we can meet this $515,000 goal. We'd like to receive at least 100 pledges. If you're at church today, you can pledge via the QR code in your handout or pick up a pledge card at the stewardship table in the lobby. To pledge online, go to the church website and highlight the drop-down menu at the Give tab. Then select Sustaining the Community, where you will find our virtual pledge card. Every pledge moves us toward our goals.
Through St. Andrews, in person or remotely, we may recover from outdated religious doctrines and social pressures and experience acceptance, friendship, and love. We may uphold progressive social justice causes. We may contribute our gifts within this church family. St. Andrews is worth our care. How will each of us care for this congregation, the staff, the property, and our ministries of universal love and justice? Let's consider what we'll pledge. Thank you.